They said they had one in the infield.
After the events of 2014 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, NASCAR.com sought out the radical rodent of Central Georgia and sat him down with 2014 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick. What follows transpired in that interview.
Did you bring your nuts?
Yeah, I did. Would you care for some?
No.
Okay, they're store-bought. I didn't.
okay.
I didn't forage for them.
No.
So I had to.
I'd rather not handle your nuts.
And I can buy in bulk, which is nice than
That
having
is
to
good.
forage all the time. So, Atlanta.
Yeah.
You started first, and
Yep.
then a little ways into the race, there's a little bit of an issue. What was going through your mind when you saw something flash in front of your car?
I still say it was a cat.
Can you tell the difference between a cat and a squirrel?
I'm usually pretty good at spotting out what is in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And I know everybody says it was a squirrel, but I'm still of the opinion that it was a gray cat.
Well, I have a picture here. I mean,
Okay.
This is a cat.
Yeah.
And this is a squirrel. Is there?
It was
is there
much.
difference?
Maybe it's just because you're running 200 miles an hour, and maybe that squirrel looked much larger
Fair,
at that
fair.
speed. But in my opinion, it was a cat.
I agree to disagree
Okay.
because I was there. I saw it with my own two eyes. And
Yeah.
I gotta
What'd it
say,
look like?
You were hauling the mail. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, those cars coming around that. I mean, they're.
You know, I
zooming.
have hit a squirrel before.
What happened?
It just made one big bloody mess.
That was my cousin Fred.
It was at the Milwaukee Mile back in about 2006.
Have you had a history of squirrel-related track incidents?
I believe I've hit two.
I've heard rumors that Pocono is known for its wildlife.
Pocono, yeah, I've been a part of practice there before and had to have practice stop because there were deer on the racetrack.
Interesting.
So
I'm scared of deer personally. They're
Yeah,
rather
I don't-
large with
I don't blame
antlers. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So when you're in the car, I've often heard you speaking to your crew chief Rodney about loose handling of the race car. Would you say it's almost squirrely?
I've definitely been a part of a few squirrely cars before in my life, but I would refer to them as loose. I would refer to my son on his bike as squirrely. We get a little squirrely sometimes.
So now, going back to Atlanta, we had the incident at the
Are we
beginning.
talking about the squirrel or the cat?
Yes, the squirrel. The squirrel in Atlanta, because there is video evidence of the squirrel at Atlanta prancing around in the infield.
Okay.
I do like to prance.
There's video
There was
evidence
grass
of a cat, too.
at the same track?
At the same track, he lives there.
I was there. It was me. I'm not a cat.
Oh, really?
I heard that Atlanta Motor Speedway had a plethora of nuts in the infield, if you will. Agree to
It
disagree.
scared the out of me, either way.
You know what?
So would you call yourself a big squirrel?
That's offensive to me, that you say that I'm a big squirrel. I'm, a large.
Oversized squirrel?
I was the biggest squirrel in my litter. So
I gotcha.
It's been a tough life, but I just go around the tracks and I'm
Small
a huge
litter,
NASCAR
big
fan.
squirrel.
Yeah. So Atlanta, you finished 19th.
Yeah.
Would you say that the fact that you thought it was a cat had an adverse effect on your performance?
Well, that's a good question, but I really think that the most part of my bad luck that day was the fact that Paul Menard hung a right and drove me straight into the wall. I don't think the squirrel can take much credit for anything that happened that day.
Well, it's often said that if a cat crosses your path, it's bad luck.
Well, this was a gray cat.
So
It
quasi
said
bad luck.
Usually the bad luck comes with a black cat.
You did win a championship.
Maybe the squirrel, maybe if it was a squirrel, it was good luck and we got it out of the way that day.
Squirrels, we're known for our lucky qualities, so do we agree squirrels are good for racing? Yeah?
Well, they definitely create some buzz around TV shots and making fun of me because I guess I kind of mistook you as a cat.
It's fair enough.
So,
I just thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
and
is this
yeah,
maybe we-
yeah,
we-
okay, thank you. Yeah. It's some good squirrel.
Yeah.
See, it's soft.
You're a warm squirrel.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm putting off some BTUs and stuff.